Hi everyone, this is going to be a very noisy update, and it's going to be my Hoya and Orchid update for the year 2024 of how the existing Hoyas are doing, the newly restarted Hoyas are doing, and how all the newly bought Hoyas and Orchids are doing. Starting with my Vanda tessellata, you can see that I have added some cocoa husk, and they are potted in lava rock and charcoal because they need a lot of moisture, and I cannot give it by watering during the hot times. I opt to add the husk pieces. The full sleeve of the husk has been added to keep more moisture, aiding the humidity levels going up. And next to it is my Encyclia alata. This is also potted in lava rock and charcoal, although it has not bloomed for me. And this is my Hoya Natalie, restarted and all done, and it's growing now. This is my Hoya Landii, also in the same pot, not restarted, very algae formed and all that is going, but there are new leaves. These two big leaves are new and they are not hardened up, and there's a whole vine over there also. This is an orchid project that I'm doing, some dendrobiums and some stuff are here happening here. This is my Ishida Jerry, and this is my Hoya Merrilii, all doing fine, right? I have big leaves. I'll do the Hoya highlight on this very soon. This is the Rosita. I'm trying to first show you the existing one. This is my Overwater, and it has new leaves in all the newly restarted stems, and already re-rooted cutting. I had to try re-rooting again because there was a stem rot on it, and this is the inner variegated of it. Can you see how big the new leaves are after I gave it a top layer of pebbles? This is my Hoya calistophylla. After the Hoya highlight, I repotted it to new media, same media. There is cocoa peat in it, but I have mixed in lava rock and charcoal also with a top layer of charcoal and lava rock. And let's get to the new ones. I have got this hoyacollection. You can see all the new leaves, and the new leaves are very big in pure cocoa peat, and there is a bloom. This bloom has been going on for closer to a week now, and I'm very, very, very happy about it. And this is my latifolia, and inner variegated, the pot of gold, also in cocoa peat. And this is my newly bought hoyacare specimen, which I lost. I had a bigger one than this, but I lost it, and this is very nice. The reason that I love this is this has very nice heart-shaped leaves to it. Former one also had the similar heart shape, but they were kind of long, even longer than this. So it wasn't the clear heart shape that I wanted. And over there, that is my Hoya rotundiflora, which is also new. And the Carii albumarginata, a free cutting that I got, and the bilobata free cuttings that I've got. Yes, it's in a teacup, which a mug in pure cocoa peat, no drainage, but I know how to let it drain if it gets filled. So this monster, also reactivated the pinnacle and doing wonderful. It is not stopping its growth. It's in lava rock and charcoal and with a thick top layer of pebbles. I hope I can show you that. There you go. And most of the time what I do is I empty the reservoir. When it rains like this, I let it rain and then I empty the reservoir. So I'll show you the heniensis. This is also a locally bought, and I let it be, and it was in cocoa husk, so the vines are very long, and I let it be in cocoa husk, as you can see, but there's a top layer of pebbles, so the media will not get totally dried and very lifeless and topple over. This has the tendency to get snagged on by passerbys. Before I show you my new orchids, I need to say thank you to Maheshi Gunatilaka, whom I got to know as a Facebook seller. But Maheshi, now you are my friend, and I thank you for sending me hoyas that are in the greatest of quality and with great packing. You sent me what you promised, and you even sent me free cuttings. This is rooted now, and these are surely rooted too. So I don't think most people would do this, so I really welcome your chats with me, and we have a lot in common. So again, thank you very much for sending me these beautiful hoyas. I will take care of them very well, I promise you that. Now I'll show you the orchids I have now, and okay, let's start with this Rincostylist gigantea or gigantea, which is a red form, and it's spiking from both sides. This is the yellow or the orange form, which is giving me a new root. This threw off two of the bottom leaves. They died off, and there's another going yellow like the same on the red variety. This is common when blooms are happening, because the plant energy is absorbed towards the spikes, which we have to keep on pumping fertilizer to keep them healthy. In this scenario, what you should spray is balanced fertilizer, 1-1-1 and 18-18-18 or 20-20-20, so your leaves will not go yellow. I sometimes spray a high nitrogen fertilizer also, so it will aid the health of the plant. And this is my Dendrobium lindleyi, also from Candy, as these hoyas, and this has not bloomed for me yet, but this is the newest pseudo bulb it threw for me. So this is the newest bulb, and when I got this, the cocoa husk in the middle, the piece it was having in the middle was very compacted and congested. So what I did was I took it all off and put in one of these big pieces of this fern root bark part, fern root part. There's no bark in the fern. This is the bird's nest fern, and the root part is what I've added there. let me show you my new orchids, starting from Dendrobium lindleyi, which I got from a very hot climate, and it was stuck to a piece of cocoa coir at that very middle, and it was congested, so I took that off while it was in this same net pot and gave it my trusted fern root pieces. These are very airy and also holds a lot of water, but it won't congest the plant. And there's one in the middle. If you can see here, right about here, there is a piece which is jutting out, and with lava rock and charcoal, it gave me a new pseudobulb. This is the one, the newest pseudobulb. It has not bloomed for me yet, so I'm giving it its own sweet time. And these are the Rhynchostylis gigantea, which I got from a very hot climate, and soon I got that. What it did was it threw off 2 spikes, and this is the red one, this is the yellow or the orange one, which took off 2 of its bottom leaves. Got yellow and threw off, but it was trying to do this, throw out a new root. So they are in active growth mode now, and this transplant shock and acclimating to my high altitude of 1045 meters above sea level, it threw off these 2 spikes. So I'm looking forward to this blooming, but at the same time I am spraying a balanced fertilizer and simultaneously a high nitrogen fertilizer to keep the health of this Rhynchostylis without having these kind of yellowing leaves, because the spikes are taking off all the energy from the plant, and when that happens, the first thing that would happen is the very most bottom leaves would go off. These are the remaining Rhynchostylis and those retusas that I have from my previous collection. And guys, I have to tell you, these baskets are very wonky, but I made them. These are made out of bamboo and these cocoa coir, these things, ties, so they are totally organic, and it's very breathable material. So the plants are very good, doing well. I have to watch out for extra moisture retention where I need extra moisture retention, but I need it to dry off too, because these are very natural, and they degrade, but not that fast also. So I have a saving grace there too. Now I'm trying to show you a vanda that I rescued. This was actually from a 5-star hotel which had dried and fallen off, and I don't know how it fell off also. So with their permission, I just brought it home, and all the roots went, because the hotel is in Colombo. Colombo is hot as hell. Forgive me for saying that word. But when the weather changes, they will get stunted just like this. Transplant shock, acclimating to new climate, all that has to happen, and then it threw off new roots. So I do not know what color it is, nothing, but I managed to save it, and these 3 leaves are new. These are dehydration signs where it gets scalloped like this, so that's why the plant did not do well. On top of it all, I changed the weather condition it was living in. And okay, now I'll show you a very recent purchase where the seller has overpotted the plant. This is a Dendrobium nobile. Sri Lanka is full of Dendrobium nobilis, and another type which I'll show you very soon. This automatically went into a bigger pot because the seller does not know how to grow them. Sellers usually do not know. They just did not want the pot it was in to topple over, which is definitely a smaller pot. So they have added more cocoa pieces and potted them. So when it rains, I quickly take them inside. They are under partial sun underneath my rack, and I'll show you now the next one. This is Dendrobium kingianum. I feel these are mini versions, the nobile and the kingianum both. Again overpotted, and I have to watch out for the water because although this does not have any signs of overwatering, this does have. You can see there's a yellowing leaf on top. There were two at the bottom which I took off in the morning. I shouldn't have done that. It just came onto my hand, but I should have kept it to show you guys. But the smell is heavenly. So all I need to do is to watch out the watering and fertilize it a bit so the yellowing leaves will not continue until the blooms are done. Sometimes blooms might keep on happening when you fertilize. That's why people stop fertilizing when they see a spike, but I usually don't do it. Even in small quantities I fertilize them to avoid this sort of yellowing. So my update of Hoyas actually became like a tutorial. I have shown you what's in both of these racks, and there are some Hoyas at the bottom which are dehydrating. They are the Quinknervia and leaky, and which I can recover, so I'm not gonna focus on them. But here again, what I need to tell you is in dry climates, though my previous part of the video was very rainy, that was yesterday, and today it's very sunny and very hot. So I need to just sprit water here and there to all of my Hoyas and orchids. Now I will show you what's living upstairs. Okay, now my Hoya carnosa is living on this balcony, and I have taken it apart and put it into the same pot, and it's slowly but surely pulling through. There are new leaves. It has actually regained its health. There would be some sort of sunburn, of course, sun stress and then burn, because the carnosa is not that good in sun stressing. There are new leaves. So yesterday what I did was I emptied all the reservoirs last night, and I'm leaving them to dry a bit because tonight I will be filling them up with fertilizer again. Let me get to the other Hoyas, which is on the other balcony. This is my verticillata, formerly known as parasitica heart-shaped. It's doing wonderfully well, though it has not bloomed yet. There's a lot of new leaves and it's acclimating fine because it likes direct sun. Let's go to my Hoya booty real quickly because the noise is too much. It has some yellowing leaves and no live leaves, so that's the reason I am trying to give all of these wet and dry cycle. Now the reservoirs are empty, like my Hoya carnosas, because they are acclimating. They are acclimating slowly, but they will surely acclimate. I know that because I cannot see a big decline. After I did the Hoya highlight on this, it actually fell over the balcony in my former house. So that's why the plant is very bare, and then I relocated, so you can imagine how the plants are taking it. And this is my glabra selector. One of the vines are also going through dehydration, and to combat that I have cleaned the roots because of the root rot, and repotted it, and also being given a wet and dry cycle because there's one vine which is doing fine. Okay, so they will pull through. They have pulled these stunts with me earlier. I know it's because of my relocation also, and it was doing fine while it was downstairs. So I'm trying to take off this trellis that I made and let it go just like the booty onto the railing. We'll see how it works out. So guys, that's it. I've shown you all my plants. If you want me to show you another vine which I have, I'll show you. It's right about here. This is my cat claw. So for cat claw, I have made this trellis like thing with cocoa yarn, and there is propellants for high nitrogen because the vines need to grow, and they are actually growing, they're actually thriving, so I'm glad. So I'll end the video here. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again. Bye.